Hello everyone, my name is Pascal Losambe and I'm the new Dean of Students in the Upper School. Throughout my life I've had a wonderful opportunity to experience many different cultures, many different backgrounds. I was born in Ado Ekiti, Nigeria, and my dad was studying, he's a university professor, so he was studying in Nigeria, getting a degree in English literature actually, and so I was born, and my siblings and I were born in Nigeria as well. And then from Nigeria moved to Swaziland and spent a couple years there. My dad was teaching at the University of Swaziland. And I spent most of my formative years in South Africa. And that's where I went to most of my high school. My high schooling was in South Africa, and I went to an all-boys school, very British, very, very proper. And so in large part that background shaped me as a person. And then my junior year of high school, my dad got a wonderful opportunity at the University of Vermont, and we moved to Vermont, and I completed my high school career at Burlington High School, and from there I went to Middlebury College where I studied molecular biology and biochemistry, and then from Middlebury I went to Boston College where I did some graduate work in biology. I got my master's there, and after my master's degree I was kind of looking to whether I should continue in research, in fundamental research, or whether I should try my hand at teaching. And I was a teaching assistant at that time, and so I found myself falling in love with the craft, with the profession, the teaching profession. And so after I finished my master's, I decided to try my hand at teaching, and I got an amazing opportunity at the collegiate school in Richmond, Virginia, where I spent 4 years teaching biology and a few elective courses as well. From collegiate school in Virginia, I went to Fort Wayne, Indiana, where I taught biology and chemistry and a few other electives, and I was also the director of diversity at the school, and that was a marvelous experience. And so coming from Fort Wayne, Indiana, I took this position here at Columbus Academy, an opportunity to really advocate for the students, really support the teachers, and I'm really excited to be part of the community. Presently I'm studying towards a doctorate in educational leadership, and it's been marvelous from the standpoint of really teaching me how to relate as a leader to the students, to the teachers, to my fellow administrators as well. So it's a great opportunity, and I'm very, very excited to be here. I am married. I've been married to my beautiful wife for almost 6 years now, and we have a little 3-year-old girl, and we will be living in the New Albany area, and we are just falling in love with our community that we found, and excited to explore the different things that Columbus has to offer. As we speak now, we're still in process, but so we've been coming periodically, but we arrived last Thursday, so a week from tomorrow. We arrived on the ground, and we are closing on our home this coming week. And so everything is going to be moved in this weekend, and it's been great just to kind of be on the ground, to get little things sorted out and put in place before we are officially permanently on the ground. So it's been a pleasure to be here on the ground so far. We've been living in the Midwest for a little bit, but when we came to Columbus, Ohio, there's just an energy and a vibe that is so empowering and invigorating. People have been so warm, from the random person on the street striking up conversation to some friends that we have in the area who have just been so helpful with the move, and even offering to watch our little girl as we try and get different things into place. So you don't have to go far. You're surrounded by culture. You can see white, black, Somali, different cultures, different people groups, all are here in Columbus. So that's been an empowering and invigorating experience. So it's been really, really cool. This is a very amazing vantage point. As my personal philosophy, I believe that that kids in themselves are not bad, you know. We just have to put structures in place to support them, to bring out their best. We need to advocate for students who don't know how to advocate for themselves. And so I think this office is unique. I mean, there'll be hard times. Yes, there'll be times where we have to teach and correct behavior, but it's a learning opportunity. It always needs to be a learning opportunity for the students. We're preparing them to be productive individuals in society. You know, schools like Columbus Academy are growing the future leaders of this country, and it's important to instill the values that the school was founded on, the values that, you know, we as human beings hold dear. And if we can teach students lessons that advance them, that make them better tomorrow than they are today, I think that's going to be a very, very important thing. And I think this office is very central to achieving that goal, and it's a big responsibility, but it's also a unique opportunity as well. So I'm excited to, you know, dive in and really support the teachers, advocate for the students, and really get a hold of the vision that the administration has for the school and for its students, because I mean they're the heartbeat of the school. Their stories and their lessons are what are going to advocate for the school outside the walls of the school. So we need to make sure we are instilling good values into them as well. I really want to just get to know the community, you know, from the janitor who's cleaning the hallway, to the student who's on the practice field or on stage, to, you know, the head of the school. I really want to know what does Columbus Academy value. I mean, it's one thing to read it, and I've read it, and I think I understand it, but to actually see it in motion. So on my agenda is, you know, August 1st is when the four practices start. I'm hoping to be out there, you know, interacting with the kids and the coaches, and just being a warm body, a visible presence, and just putting structures in place and building on the good work that Ms. Sherry Dillon has put down. She's put down a very solid foundation for this office, for the school, and I've had the privilege of meeting with her and Ms. Isiokaitis as well, and they have a marvelous vision for the upper school. And so just joining them in that and building on what Ms. Dillon has laid is a very, very important task, and one that I'll work hard in doing in the next coming weeks. When I tell people that I'm part of this community, you know, they understand the value that Columbus Academy brings to Columbus and the nation as a whole. So I'm excited to join everyone in advancing the mission of the school, the vision of the school, which has been very clear. I'm excited to advocate for students, to support the teachers. You know, as I read through the different materials and the handbook, etc., you know, I've just come up with a little acronym that I think is essential, that distills down what we are trying to accomplish here on a daily basis. And I came up with brave. Vikings are brave. You know, we need to be brave every day. And so the B stands for be on time, prepared for class, and ready to learn. The R stands for respect yourself, your teachers, each other, and each other's property. The A is act responsibly with integrity, honesty, compassion, and fairness. The V stands for value your education, your background, and diversity in all forms. And the E stands for expect great experiences as you learn, play, and serve. So this acronym BRAVE will be a foundational piece, the lens through which we view different actions, different activities. And so my hope and my hope for the community is that, you know, we are brave. Every single day the students come brave, ready to learn, and ready to value what they have been given and not take it for granted. So yeah, that's it.